Welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We've got a list of 41 listings. And I recognize I haven't exactly been on the ball when it comes to doing these episodes. It's tiring. I've been doing this for 7 years. And every once in a while I just go, God, just give me a couple days off. So anyway, so that's kind of the deal. Spring market, lots of stuff going on. The usual kind of stuff. So multi-day searches when we do something over the weekend is I normally click this price button right here and I reorder them so that I talk about them from low to high. And if you're interested in getting daily updates of homes by email, so it's as soon as they're listed, bang, it goes right into your email. That's easy for us to set up, and all you need to do is just reach out to us. You can go over there and do daily listings by email. If you're on a phone or maybe a tablet, it could be up there under offers, but that's all you do, or just reply back to the email, say this is what I'm looking for, and we can get that started for you. It's by far the best way to search for a home. So let's do this. 41 results. We've continued to see the listings like this. We've seen the sales kind of go like that, and that's 2017. You have to stand out. You've got to be good looking. You have to be priced well. Your home has to be good looking. It doesn't hurt if you're good looking too, and you have to be priced well. That's the way that you get things done, and holding back on offers is obviously a lot harder than it used to be. Is it still possible? Absolutely, but if there's too many other options out there, you may find yourself in trouble. Now, we know that condo townhouses have been selling for $510, $520, even maybe slid down closer to $500, but this one here is $415, very attractive price range. The only thing you deal with here is electric baseboard, and you're dealing with window unit heat, so there's no central kind of forced air system. But I do like the price point. You know, there's some dated elements in here. That's your first floor, which is almost like a little kind of finished basement above grade. And then you've got your living dining upstairs, original kitchen, and that looks like a vinyl floor. You can see the baseboards here. So if you're smart with baseboards, my understanding is there's actually a lot of they've become better. I mean, hydro's a lot more expensive than gas to heat overall, but if you manage it, you can, from what I hear, is you can get pretty close to the same level of bill payments, but it's always going to be a little bit more. Landlords love them because it's easy to maintain, and the tenant's paying the hydro anyway, so you know, they're footing the bill for the cost of utilities. So investors sometimes kind of dig these homes. They are holding back on offers, and hard to say where things will go. I like the surroundings. There's some parks nearby, and the complex itself has a pool, which you don't see every day. I think this one on Sauvé is, I don't know if they maybe missed the condo fee or the size here, because for a 2-bedroom, to fit it less than 700 square feet, that's pretty tough. That's a tough one. So I don't know what's going on with this. Usually the 2 bedrooms in this building is like they're closer to 800 square feet. I have the plans somewhere, but $430,000 in this market for less than 700 square feet, if that is the case, seems very high. Now, this one on Thompson at $499 is not holding back on offers. In our peak state, we were looking at sales of this model for $620, $630. Yes, it's a little more basic inside with carpet. That is an upgraded kitchen, though. That center island is actually one of the higher upgrades for this model. The cabinets look good, so the only thing it's missing is maybe some new flooring and some paint, but it's not too bad at all. And man, I would say that at this price, now I don't know, the new thing that agents are doing now is they're just putting it at a low price. They're not holding back on offers, but they kind of are, because you'll send them an offer for $500. They'll go, no, we want $600. Well, what do you mean? Your price is at $499. You're taking offers anytime. That's another little trick that's kind of developed. It's happened in Toronto and it's kind of radiated out. So just know that even though there's no holdback, you may find you still need to pay a bunch more than asking. And then at that point, it becomes educated, smart buyers who make good decisions. This one on Shortreed's about 1050 square feet. We've seen the same model sell in the mid-5s, $499. There's no pictures. Here's the thing. Most buyers go, there's no pictures. I'm going to skip it. These are some of the best opportunities because if the agent didn't do that, there's only really two reasons. Number one is they just didn't have their game on. Second thing is it's ugly. But everyone else, let's say 80% of the buyers have just completely discarded it. You can get a leg up sometimes by going to see this and knowing that it's a good deal for what it is. I really like this one on Mill Street. I think that it's basically land value for a 42 by 132 foot lot. It looks like it's had some upgrading done. You'll get a bit of the noise from the train tracks at this end of Mill, but you're on one of the, now I don't think you're on the premium part of the street, but you're on a very premium area and you're walking distance to downtown, which I think will continue to hold its value for many, many years. So I do like this one a lot. I think the price point's good. You even go into a subdivision on Robinwood or Ann, you're paying 600 plus for a bungalow, so 550. I'm surprised they didn't show the lot because I think it's a pretty good lot for 132 feet is a nice size. So good deal, I think, at 550. So I like on Lorne Scots when they show the age. The roof, 5 years. Typically a roof will give you anywhere from 12 to 18 years. You've got a furnace at 6 years. That should give you probably 15 years, maybe more. Windows. The only other thing is just the air conditioner. Those are your big capital costs. So you could move into this home and probably get a good 10-year run for not doing any major work, provided everything else is in good shape. So they are holding back on offers on this one at $649. There was a home in this neighborhood that I thought for sure was getting multiple offers, and no one showed up on offer night, or they just didn't get the offer they liked. But that was up in the 7th. So I think it's $650, good price point. I think there's a lot of value in this neighborhood for a 55 by 120 foot lot. And as we start to see the prices in the downtown area, like on Mill, as those start to go up, we start to see some people that buy homes like this, add second stories, kind of freshen them up, and start doing some major renos, because these lots are the next biggest lots after downtown in Dorset Park. So if you can get in at this price, I think it looks really good. So this is our listing on Higginbotham, and it's an Emery model. So it has a very nice open concept main floor. They've used this as a family room, but a lot of people use this as a dining room and then have the other area as a family room. But you've got granite countertops, dark cabinets, dark floors, stainless steel appliances, 3 bedrooms upstairs. It's been very well kept, and there's big windows in the basement, lots of storage space, an extra bathroom downstairs, plus you've got your wood deck. So all in all, this one is 1,370 square feet plus that basement. $650. A few months ago, you would have paid $700 for this home. Things have slid a bit. It's still a very attractive price, and you're getting a bit of a April 2017 discount off the peak price. So Clover Park is $799. It's a really tall house if you see it from the street. And what happens is your kind of lower level right here, like your basement's smaller, but what happens is you come in here and then you go up some stairs, and then your whole main level avoids that garage space, which means it's much more square. So you actually have a kitchen there's a busy road behind. I think that's the hospital actually over there. So it probably backs onto Derry. And so you can see here there's a kitchen and it has a pass through. And then on the other side there's another room. It's really, if you haven't been in this home, it's one of the most interesting, unique layouts I think there is in all of Milton. That's kind of your second story, but it's basically like a third story. And you've had some upgrades done to it, and there you go. That's the story. There's your pie-shaped lot, and that is your busy street right behind. So, on one hand, we've seen a lot of sales in the 900s in this area. I think having that busy street, having a bit of a unique layout, I think personally, without doing the deep research, this one could certainly sell for more than this. But it is something that's not to everyone's taste. So it may just it may be a little too fringy. Hard to say. But they presented it well. They spent a lot of money on this one. Great description here on Lindsey Court. So it says, stop dreaming of your forever home. It's here. Vacation is booked in your backyard. That's nice. I'm not a big fan of when agents do stuff like that over the top, but this one really rings true because it's a 4-bedroom, double car garage. It's on a cul-de-sac. So the kids, that's the street everyone dreams of for their kids to play hockey and ride their bikes and all the rest of it. Good layout inside. You've got a renovated kitchen. Open concept, and I'll show you the yard in just a second too. So there you go. That is, and there's nobody really behind you. There's a school right behind there. It's got everything you need. So I like this one a lot. Given recent sales in the area, I don't think that it's like crazy underlisted, but I think this one's heading for over $1 million for sure. So 1418 story, 960, 2824 square feet, Stone Church. This is a good deal, and they're not holding back on offers. The finishes are good, 46 by 80. You can't find 46-foot lots anymore. Separate dining room in the front. You also have a separate living room that's a 2-story room. And then you've got your space over here. Lots of brown. That was in style back then. Everything was brown. Over time, you could replace that stuff. But I think even if you put 20 or 30 into this home, I think there's an argument to be made based on recent sales that this one is still a good deal. And the street's fantastic too. You're probably not far across from Oakview Park. So it's basically right ahead of you. It's very nice. One of my favorite deals of the day. Now, I won't get into too much detail on this Regional Road 25. It's basically Darien 25. You've got some development happening on the other side, on the southeast corner of the street. This is the southwest. Just be careful. Conservation. There's a few things here that may limit the potential of this lot. It's been for sale off and on for a few years now. Now, I believe there's another model, same as this one, that's coming out that should be out soon, actually. But this one here on Zimmerman, 1.15. You're a bit over 3,000 square feet with the finished basement. But I'll tell you, there are some bold choices in this home, including a blue kitchen. Blue kitchen. Not only blue, but like modern. Like you can see a reflection in it. Money has been spent, but every room's kind of a different color. You've got green and red and blue, and got some pink over there, some brown, green in the basement. It's an interesting one. I think that the finishes, everything, it's a 5-bedroom. It's got a deep lot, like it's a good sized property. It's as big as some of the old Milton stuff, but I think these finishes, it's going to be tough for them to get this kind of price, especially when I could buy a slightly smaller home for $960 over on Story. It doesn't have the same lot. It's not a 5-bedroom. It doesn't have the finished basement, but at least Story, a brown kitchen, not a blue one. Okay, so that's the list. It's actually a lot of fun now to talk about Milton Daily Homes because not everything's holding back on offers. So there's little gaps that you can find that are good opportunities now. I mean, I could never spot the good opportunities before because you didn't know what would happen on offer night. But at least with these ones, you can say, okay, look, the game is the way it used to be. It's just, you come in, you negotiate, and and you make something good happen without having to remove your home inspection condition, without doing the things that buyers have had to deal with over the last really probably year and a half. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. hopefully with another episode of Milton Daily Homes. I'm not promising anything because the schedule has not been very consistent over the last couple weeks. But we always appreciate when you watch, and we'll see you later.